Hello and welcome to free Excel tutorial videos. Today I'm going to show you how to use name ranges in Excel formulas. I'm going to show you how to create the name ranges and then use them in a formula. So before I begin, there's a few reasons why you should use name ranges in Excel. First, it can be easier to write the formula. It will also be easier for you to remember, and most importantly, it's easier for you to explain it to another person when you have to do it. So to explain it to you, I'm going to use this worksheet over here that I previously used to explain how you can use formulas and functions to analyze your inventory. So in the previous video, I've shown you how you can use a formula to calculate the gross profit in dollars by using how to calculate gross profit, how to calculate the gross profit percentage. But instead of using the range cell, instead of using the cell references like this equals sales minus the cost of the goods, we're going to use name range. Okay, so for now we need to create the name range, and let's create a name range for the sales. Okay, so let's create here. Let's select the cells and call it with the name range here, and then perhaps a name range here as well for the cost of goods sold. Then in the formula, instead of having the cell references, we are going to have something like a formula like equals sales minus cost of goods sold. Okay, so let me demonstrate how it all works now. Okay, let's start from the beginning. So first, you need to have the name ranges. So let's create name ranges for the sales. So select the values of the sales for the product from 1 to product 7, and come over here to the top left name box. Over here you can see it's name box. Click in here and type sales. Okay, this will name this range of cells to a name range called sales. Okay, and once you do that, the name range will appear over here. Okay, so let me select away from the cells, and if I come over here and select the name range, you can see that it automatically selects the entire range of cells that I put in the range. So now, okay, let's calculate the total for the sales. Okay, but instead of using cell references, we are going to use the name range. So I'm going to type in equals sum. I'm going to press tab, so we have the sum function, and now I'm going to type in sales. Let's see. Okay, as you can see, the name range is, I have typed the name range in here and the cells are selected. So I'm going to press Ctrl Enter so that I can maintain the focus on this cell. Okay, now let's do the same thing for the cost of goods sold. So we're going to select the range of cells, come over here to the name box, and I'm going to give you a short name, COGS. Okay, it stands for cost of goods sold. Press enter, and at this point I want to calculate the sum as well for the cost of goods sold. So let's come over here to this cell and type equals sum tab, and we have the function. Okay, now I'm going to show you a different way you can enter the name range. Instead of typing the name range, you can press the keyboard shortcut F3 and you will open up the paste name dialog box. So from here you can choose your name range. So I'm going to choose COGS, cost of goods sold, and press OK. As you can see, the cells for the name range is selected. So I'm going to close the function and hit enter. Okay. Okay, next we have the gross profit over here, and we want to calculate the gross profit. So if we are using the cell references, we will just key in equals, select, point to the cell here, and then put in the minus operator, and then point to the cell here. Okay, but with a name range, we will use, let's do it again, we will use equals, and what we will do, we will select the first range. Okay, we will use F3. Okay, it open up the paste name dialog. Let's select the first range, and as you can see, the cells are selected. Put in the minus operator, F3 again, and select the second argument, the second name range, which is the cost of the goods sold. Click OK and hit enter, and there you go. We have the answer. The gross profit for product number 1 is 5,000. Okay, then we can just copy this down and apply it to the following cell. Okay, come to this cell over here, go to the bottom corner, right corner, and drag it down to the cell below. Okay, at this point I want to create a new name range again, but for gross profit. Okay, so let's come over here to the name box, and I'm going to type gross profit. Okay, notice here that I did not use any space. This is because you cannot use space in the name box. Okay, I'm going to press enter. Okay, now let us sum the total for the gross profit, and again we start with equals, type in sum, that we press the keyboard shortcut F3. Okay, and we select gross profit, click OK. You can see the cells being selected, which means we are correct. Close bracket and hit enter. So now we have the total for sales, cost of goods sold, and also the total for the gross profit. Okay, up next we want to calculate the gross profit in percentage. Okay, what I will do is select the cells which I want to have the result. Okay, all of these cells I want to have the formula in it as well as to have the result. So let's begin with the equal sign again. We use the F3 to open up the dialog for the paste name, and I'm going to select the name range. Okay, for this formula we're going to select the gross profit name range, enter the division operator, press F3 keyboard shortcut again, and select sales. Click OK, close the bracket, and now at this point remember that I have selected a range of cells, so I cannot press enter. If I press enter, it will only show result in one single cell up here. What I want to do is to press Ctrl and enter. Okay, and you can get the result. Alright, so there you have it. The formula is in all of the cells, in all of the cells that I selected just now. You can see the formula here, okay. And if you want to see the formula, what sort of formula is in which cell, you can come over here to the formula tab, okay, and come over here to the formula auditing group and click on show formulas. Okay, and as you can see, we have a formula here, here, we have a formula here, sales minus COGS, and also the formula here for the gross profit sales. Okay, so if when you do want to see, just click it one more time. This is like a switch on and off. So if you select it, it will be highlighted. You will see the formula. If you deselect it, it will be gone, and you won't be able to see the formula. Okay, so before I end this video, I want to give you another advantage of using name range is that with name range you can use it to navigate your workbook much easier. Say that I'm somewhere in the workbook, like working on something, and I want to go to the area where I have my name range. So I can just come over here to the name box and select sales, and I will be brought to sales. Okay, and if I want to go to gross profit, I just come here. So it really makes it easy for us to navigate around a workbook. Even if I'm working in a different workbook or worksheet, I can come here. This is the empty worksheet, sheet number 3. I want to go back to sales. I can just go to the name box and it will bring me there. Okay, so that's basically how you can use name range in formulas and functions. It is a much easier way to use name ranges instead of cell references. And that's it for this video. I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching.